What it is, what it do? You already know who it is. It's your boy, JQilin here, with another episode of The Walking Doki. And last episode, we Derek Morgan the door down to find our missing boy John. I'm here with my man Michael. We're gonna meet this John character and see how this goes. If you, ladies and gentlemen out there, are excited for another episode of The Walking Doki, then be sure to hit that like button and ring that bell and hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, stay tuned to the end to have a good time. Hopefully John doesn't mind his door broken down. His door being broken. Yeah, because imagine that. We couldn't find John in his living room or his kitchen. All the kitchen drawers were open though. Maybe he left? At the very end, or at the very least, he was getting ready to. Oh no. A closed door. Blood leaking through the bottom. A dark, almost black hue. Michael reaches for the door but hesitates. Hi, dumbass! You there? He turns the handle. Why? He pulls a knife from his pocket. Be prepared for anything, Qilin. I nod. Michael breathes in and lets it out, fixing his focus on the room before him. He opens the door, rushing in. Michael? Hey. Michael? I'm going inside. The sight of the moving corpse before Michael paralyzes him. A boy. Similar age. I guess we know what happened to John. A bloodied neck. Bite marks. Dull eyes. John. The smell of rotten flesh. It pierces the air. Stray paper, cloth, pools of blood. They're all scattered across the room. John pauses, taking a good look at Michael. He tilts his head. Look out! I pull Michael towards myself and push him out of the room, ready for more QuickTime events, oh boy. Aye! John's on the ground. Hungry, ravenous eyes glare at me. Red, erratic, and completely devoid of passion. Holy fuck. He charges at my neck. Not today, Satan. I raise my foot and kick John in the chest. He stumbles back. I run to the door and close on my way out. Ramming into the door, the hinges start to creak. I notice Michael's on the floor, his eyes fixed on the door. We need to go. What about his knife? But, come on, Michael. It's not John anymore. He doesn't budge. But surely there's a way, right? We jump as the door is rammed again. If there is, we come back from later. Come on. Michael has no reaction. Empty. The infected rams into the door a third time. This time, a small crack at the center appears. I don't hesitate to grab Michael's wrist and drag him out of the house. John. Chilling air brushes against my face as we exit the door. Qilin? What happened? I let Michael go as I walk up to Sayori. John, he's infected.
Oh, I see. How's Michael handling it?
I look back at Michael. He's taking a seat, slumped against the wall. He's still looking at the building, mouth open, his hands are shaking a little bit. Sayori sees for herself in what state Michael is in. As I go back to him, placing my hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry for your loss. Michael looks at me. After a few seconds, he frowns. Yeah, sure. How do you know he's not still alive? Well, I don't know, okay? I know as much as you. Which is to say I know nothing. We know nothing. But we saw what we saw. Michael sighs as he crosses his arms. We're here for you, you know? A literature club you probably didn't know existed. Bunch of odd characters. I get that Natsuki can be infuriating sometimes, but she means well. And I get that Sayori might tell some really bad jokes, but she means well too. I catch a glimpse of Sayori, slightly embarrassed. None of us will be able to replace John, but we'll be there for you. Michael looks at John's house, thinking about what I said. Well, let's just get going. Sure thing. Well, that was upsetting. And we're still in chapter 1, mind you. We haven't said much after we left. Michael has been quiet for most of the time. I'm sure it's because of John. And I don't really blame him. Sayori has been flailing a bit behind. Loud and heavy steps. My theory is confirmed as I look at her, notice sweat going down her hair. I slowly stop to let Sayori come to me. Michael notices it and stops as well. You okay, Sayori? Sayori stops and catches her breath while kneeling down.
Yeah, just a bit. Too much walking.
I want to say something encouraging to keep going when Michael interrupts me. Yeah, we should probably stall for a bit and drink. At least it gives me time to think. I didn't catch that last bit Michael said, but that's enough to make me reconsider going for now. A little break would be handy, that's for sure. Interesting though, the guy who was like sprinting after the bus, he was talking about being out of shape. He's the one who doesn't mind to keep going out of everyone else here. I nod. We then put our bags on the sidewalk and sit on the curb, beginning our break. While, as he said, Michael looks down, letting his mind wander through his thoughts. I look up. As I look up, I see that the birds are flying from one tree to another, singing to themselves. The sun is shining through light clouds, and a brownish sky completes the picture. Sayori decides to lie down, her hands gripping the grass. I'd be doing math homework. Actually, just kidding. Probably not. What type of things you actually do? Let's see. Anime? He flinches slightly. Harsh. Well, I can't really say I was any different. Really? Well, no. I wasn't really interested in anime per se. More of a video game guy myself. Me and the boys would go in group calls and play games till the sun went down. And sometimes until it came back up again. That can't be good for your health. I'll be sleeping plenty when I'm dead. Especially when you're around friends. It's about enjoying life. Kicking back and not worrying about stuff. He gazes beyond the wall. Behind me. Simpler times? I guess you can say that. What else do you do other than being a weeb? Firstly, I'm not. And what else? Maybe poetry? You write poems? I was in the literature club, so we were doing things like that pretty often. It sounds boring as shite, mate. Well, there's more to it than that. Such as... They both have the same pose, almost the same... Actually, no, they both have the same pose, almost the same hair. It's just hysterical to me. Pretty much the same face, just recolored and textured differently. Eating cupcakes? Fun guy. Hey, I enjoy my time there. You said it yourself. It's about being around friends you can trust. The type where it doesn't matter what you're doing because they're just there. So they mean a lot to you? Of course. Michael puts his hand on my shoulder. I'll get you. And if you say it like that, they can't be too bad. What do you want to do afterwards? After what? When we find supplies and a place to sleep in. Michael stays quiet for a while, thinking. I also notice that Sayori looks down, fidgeting with her hands. I guess she still has to get used to this. I think getting a call and getting out of here is a good idea. Where would we go? Out. Staying here for far too long is dangerous. And can you even drive a car? Because I'm not sure if any of the girls can drive, especially Sayori.
That's a bit mean, don't you think, Kilin?
I'm not the one who almost set her kitchen on fire, Sayori. It's for our safety. Michael laughs out. Sayori backs off with her cheeks slightly red. Wait. How? Michael turns to Sayori, who still is blushing slightly. Or slightly blushing.
That's a long story.
Fair enough. A short silence ensues. Then Michael speaks up again. To answer your question, Kilin, I think I can manage. You can't answer a yes or no question with a maybe answer. I see what you did there, game. I see what you did there. I don't have a driver's license. My father taught me the basics when I was younger.
Ooh, how was it?
It wasn't exactly pleasant, but I did manage to drive around the city for a bit. So you could potentially drive. Yeah. Michael gets up. We should get going. We don't want to keep him waiting too long. The longer we're away, the more dangerous. Yeah, this Michael guy seems pretty interesting. I wonder if anything does happen to him, or we just didn't get introduced to him until, like, recently. We finally arrive after what feels like hours of walking. It's the school, but there are trees in front of it. We decide to distance ourselves from the school and instead hide behind some nearby trees. As we head over from the distance, I see Thomas and Yuri waiting, talking amongst themselves. They notice us as we get closer. Good to see you again. How long have you been waiting? Around 10 minutes. Thomas thoughts himself. Wait, where's John? Thomas, worried, inspects our facial expressions. Michael looks at Thomas sadly. He died. His eyes widen. No. Fuck.
What happened?
We saw him already infected. He's one of them now. A thick wall of silence erected between us. How could this happen? How could this happen?
Do you think we fucking know? No one knows where he was. He's dead, Thomas. He's dead. Michael, stop screaming.
Thomas raises his hand on me. I think he wants to deal with him somehow. I didn't notice it before, but Michael's eyes are swollen with tears. Look, I get how you're feeling. He was my friend too. Michael looks back up at Thomas. It's not your fault. John wouldn't blame you. Neither do I. Don't forget that. A pensive silence looms.
I guess you're right.
Michael wipes his tears.
Sorry for crying like a baby. This is so embarrassing.
Hey, don't be. We understand. I grasp at words, but I can't think of anything to say.
Guys?
We look at Sayori. She has her phone pressed to her ear. Interesting interpretation of her having her phone up better by her ear. Huh.
Who is it? Monica. She has something to say to you guys.
Sayori lowers her arm and turns on speakerphone.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Also, like the little detail you see Monica on the caller ID. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, what is it?
We're at Natsuki's place, and I'm waiting outside. I think I can hear Natsuki and her father arguing.
Oh no.
What's going on over there? I don't know. Where are you, right?
We hear traces of distorted yelling in the background.
Just get over here.
We will. Sayori hangs up, jamming her phone back into her pocket. Does anyone know where she lives?
It's not that far from where we are right now.
Let's hurry. Without hesitation, we follow Sayori. We catch our breaths once we're in front of Natsuki's house. We see Monica at the front of the open gate with a worried expression.
About time.
Also, wow, Monica looking cute in your green tank top. Totally like how it really parts you all the way up to your neckline and such.
Sorry. I just can't do that, okay?
I pass Sayori, making my way into the house.
Qilin. Dad, please.
Stepping in, Natsuki's father is noticeably sad? Natsuki's father, someone normally so callous, so short-tempered, is sitting with his arm around his neck as if to comfort himself. I make my way over to Natsuki, and I notice that her dad has been bitten, a chunk of flesh missing from his shoulder.
I told you, and I keep on telling you, you have other people. But I don't.
Natsuki turns her head, noticing the others making their way inside. It seems like they've noticed what's going on as well.
How many of you are here? How many of you are here?
What happened to you?
It doesn't matter anymore. Dad, no! I'm sure something to do about this. Please, let's help. No, Natsuki. Why? Has he been bit?
Natsuki's dad turns his head to face Michael. Inspecting the man, Michael stops at his shoulder.
You've got to be kidding.
How many more people are going to get bit?
Do you mind?
He looks at him with a fierce intensity. Thomas's expression remains unchanged. Thomas speaks up. Look, we just lost our friend. He's one of them now. Michael averts his gaze after hearing what Thomas has said. I don't blame him. And now you seem to be bit as well.
Really? No shit, Sherlock. We're gonna do something about it.
Do what? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, yes. And what exactly?
The ticking of a clock makes itself known. Natsuki's at a loss for words.
I mean, since you've been bit, I think we both know what's going to happen. So, what are you going to do?
I want this to be over. He looks down and pulls out a gun.
What? Dad! No matter what you do, no matter you plan to help me, I'll be dead soon. There's no changing that. But Do you even know how this works? When I saw the others get bit, they turned in a matter of minutes.
Desperately, Natsuki raises her voice. Her voice cracks.
Dad, we can help you!
Fuck, that sounds like Monica.
How?
I'm sorry, but he's right. No matter what we do to help, it won't work.
What?
Why?
I didn't want to look.
Sayuri turns around, covering her eyes. Complete silence.
You can't help me. Listen, Natsuki. I admit, I've been the best father to you ever since your mom left me. Hell, you probably can't even call me that anymore.
His eyes are fixed down on his toes.
A drunkard, a terribly weak man. I won't get another chance to tell you, so please listen close.
He sighs, holding back tears. Natsuki screams.
Don't say it. Don't say things like that. Every mistake I've made since your mom left us. I know it won't mean much, but I really am sorry. I'm sorry for all the times I couldn't be there for you. I'm sorry for all the times I lost my temper.
He chuckles. Lifting his head to the roof, the old man inhales a shaky breath, as if remembering something distant.
You know, when you were just 4 years old, when your mother was still with us, we needed to head to the bank one day, but you wanted to read your manga. So we thought we'd leave you for a couple minutes. But something came up. We had to wait for a few hours.
Natsuki's lip starts to tremble, recalling the memory.
And for some reason, you thought we left you. For good. You were crying your eyes out for hours, even after we came back.
She stares at the floorboards.
Stop talking. You were so tiny back then. Please. You have other people in your life now. You won't be alone. You're strong. You have a chance to survive. You don't need a weak man like me holding you back. I know you will survive.
With a gun in hand, Natsuki's dad takes aim at his head.
When did my little girl grow up to be so strong? No! Natsuki, I love you. Dad, no! Fuck. Fuck. He shot himself in 4K. Fuck. Fuck. Shite.
Oh my god, this is so sad. This is probably one of the most redeemable versions of Natsuki's father, and he had to get killed off, bro.
No.
Fuck. Natsuki rushes towards her father. I step forward to see the hole in his head. Natsuki is kneeling on the ground next to him, crying and sobbing over the unmoving body. Thomas steps forward. He doesn't know what to say. Natsuki,
Fuck you!
Thomas steps back in Natsuki's fierce hostility. Thomas sighs. Turning around, he walks away. I remain frozen in the same position. Monica approaches me. Monica stands still, watching Natsuki crying over her dead father. After a few seconds, she leans to me and whispers,
I can deal with her. You can go now.
Trusting in Monica, I turn around and start walking. What do I even do after something like that? I head outside for a breather. The dry air doesn't really help. And with the slowly setting sun, the light invades my vision. I angle my head downwards as I walk past the porch. Where's Sayori? Turn my head back and forth, I inspect the surrounding area. A leaking hose, black garbage bags, and Sayori, a few meters away, sitting against the wall. Holding herself in a balled up position, she looks like she's distracting herself by counting the unkempt blades of grass. With her eyes wide open, she seems to be talking to herself. I clear my throat to make myself known. I don't want to surprise her. She turns her head up at me, but recoils at the glare of sunlight. Looking back down, she shows a defeated expression.
Did he?
Yeah. Now that things have settled down, I realize the weight of the situation, and Sayori probably feels the same. But this may very well be our new reality. Something we'll be forced to get used to.
What about you?
She holds her hands to shield her eyes. Still discomforted by the scorching rays, she looks up at me. She's looking up at me. What about me?
Did you try to save him? What happened?
I close my eyes and sigh. I'm still figuring things out myself, Sayori. She's still looking at me. She's trying to smile, but all I can hear are her sad eyes. All I can notice are her sad eyes. Sayori takes a deep breath as she tries to calm herself.
I think you should go check up on the others.
She smiles, but it worries me. Does she mean it, or is it just another lie? Hey, seriously. If you ever need to talk, I'm here for you too.
Thanks.
I guess that's all I can do for now. Wow. Well, I think we'll go through these things and then we'll wrap up the episode. Natsuki won't like this. I make my way over to her and place a hand on her shoulder. Hey, remember, we're here for you. She nods in acknowledgement. I guess that's all I could tell her for now. I'll give you some time. But before that, I unwrapped the cold finger that clinged to a now cold gun and placed it in my pocket. Might as well take it. You don't know if we could use it or not. I'll pull out half the bullets for myself later. I can't tell if she notices. The two seem to be talking to each other. Michael, he seems off. He seems a little off. Maybe even on edge. He looks sad. I don't blame him. Haven't seen your friend dead in front of you? And the way he died too. It must have been devastating. They stop once they notice me getting closer. Everything alright? We exchange awkward glances. Yeah, don't worry about it. Another round of pensive stares. I'm sorry for loss. Michael snaps. An intense stare. You know, if Sarah hurried the fuck up and didn't take half an hour to get her shit, we could have gone there sooner. You know? We don't know that. I'm sorry, but I think that's a little unfair. You think that's unfair? I'm at a loss for words. Killen is right. It's in the past. We need to focus on right now. What's done is done. Besides, it's not like they knew. But he could have died way earlier for all we know. Bullshit. When I checked up on him, he was still alive. What do you mean? Is that why you were late to school today?
Didn't I tell you this?
No. But again, it's not like they knew. Michael. Michael turns around, eyes to the floor.
I'll be waiting outside.
He walks to the door while Thomas and I are left staring. Aren't you going with him? Yeah, you're right. Before exiting through the main entrance, he calls out, Tell the others we should probably be back. Tell the others we should probably get going soon. We need to look for a better place to stay. I mean, well, aside from the fact that, Natsuki's father freaking killed himself here, this would probably be the best place to stay. It's getting dark. I nod and walk away. Talk to Monika and Natsuki. I should probably go and check on how they're doing. Monika has her arm wrapped around Natsuki. Natsuki seems to have calmed down, but her eyes are still swollen pink from her tears. Hey, how's everything going? Natsuki has a sullen expression. Monika, on the other hand,
We're doing better. How about you?
she gives me a smile that I think is meant to be comforting, but with the mood right now, I get an uneasy feeling. You seem a lot more cheerful. What's up with that?
Why are you asking?
You're almost making it sound like nothing happened.
I'm just glad that Natsuki's feeling better.
I find that hard to believe. She has a point, but there's got to be more to it. I think Monika's just trying to be positive for Natsuki's sake, but it just feels kind of awkward. Monika seems to be taking this a little too well. Can I talk to you? Alone?
Why? Can it wait?
It'll be quick.
Fine. Hey, Natsuki? I'll be right back. You'll be okay, right? Yeah.
We make our way to the kitchen.
I know what this is about.
Well, that makes things easier. Are you sure you're okay?
No, of course I'm not.
As I go to open my mouth, she cuts me off.
Before you try to say something, consider this. What happened with Natsuki's dad, that could very well be us, you know?
I know. That's why we should be careful in the future.
Precisely. We need to have a plan. We need a backup, and a backup for the backup. Because how do you think you'll react when Sayori's the one who's bit? How do you think you'll take it? Do you think you have what it takes to end her? Do you think you have what it takes to end any of us?
I don't answer that.
Listen, that was a little harsh.
Monika pauses, making sure that I'm listening.
But it's something you need to know.
Why are you only telling me this?
Because I know the type of person you are, Killen. You're not the type of person to give up when you think something matters. You're pretty honest in that way. But right now, honesty is not what we need. If I told the other girls how I felt, outright, I don't know how they'd respond. And that's too dangerous right now.
There's a long, tense silence.
It's not like I'm feeling anything right now. I'm scared for my friends. I'm scared for what the future will look like. But there's no place for things like that right now. And I don't want the others to be afraid either.
Her eyes narrow in on mine.
I'm sure you feel the same.
And as if nothing happened, her mood, her face, changed to that of the always cheerful club president.
I'll catch you later, Killen.
As much as I didn't want to hear some of that, the words echo on in my head.
By the way, I think you should go clear things up with Natsuki. She's feeling a little better now.
Her life had changed in the past half day, and here I was watching. What was I even supposed to say in a situation like this? It feels like it all amounted to nothing. It all seems empty.
Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
This time, her anger, her hostility, it seems to be fading. In his absence, all that remains is an empty stare. The sight of a father killing himself ingrained into her memory.
You're really starting to piss me off.
Her voice is shaking now. Natsuki's hand clings to her dad's dress shirt, drenched in dark red. The blood stains her hands. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't do anything more. Sighing, I get up and turn around. I think I hear a frail whimper as I feel her eyes following me. Walking to the kitchen, I snatch a towel and wet it with water from the sink. It's cold. Dirty dishes litter the countertop. Chinese food, maybe a day or two old. Oil residue stains the plates with pale yellow. Maybe it's mold? It's hard to tell, but it reeks. These dishes won't be clean anytime soon. This home will inevitably be left behind. I make my way back to Natsuki, kneeling down to meet her eye to eye. Here, let me see your hands. She just keeps staring, eyes fixed on her father. But eventually she loosens her grip of his shirt. I take her hand and use the towel to wrap her fingers, cleaning the blood off her hands. She jumps, surprised by the unexpected cool of the towel. I'll be completely honest with you, Natsuki. She looks at me through the corner of her eyes. There's so much that's changing, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know what to do. What's changed, right? An empty smile recedes. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's been like that for a while. I want to give up, but I know I'll never hear the end of it from these four girls I know. They'll be on my ass like they always do. They'll tell me how stupid I am and how scrawny my arms look. They'll tell me how shit my taste in manga is. But at the end of the day, they don't really care. They'll keep around me anyway. They'll keep me around anyways. I don't think I'll never really know why, but that's something I know for a fact. Because even when I know how incapable I am, and how stupid I am, at least I won't be alone. I force a smile. And that means a lot to me, Natsuki. What the hell am I going on about? It didn't sound like what was in my head. Like, at all. I was supposed to be comforting her. Heh. Natsuki chuckles. Her face softens. Her eyes starting to relax.
What's that even supposed to mean? You never remind us of how stupid you are. Freaking dumbass.
Once I'm finished, I stand up.
Hey. Thanks.
I give her a smile. A real one. You're a real one, Nat. Boy, I think we're gonna end this episode here, ladies and germs. A lot happened in this episode. Woo-wee. Freaking frack. Let me know what you guys thought about everything that's going on here. Things are just really going from bad to worse. This was definitely a very emotionally impactful episode, man. I don't know what the rest of the Walkie Doki will have in store for us. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, hit the like button if you hadn't already. Let me know in the comment section. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell So you can stay tuned for more updates on the channel. It's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.